Welcome back to the Philippine Qualifier coverage, and we are casting the Manila Masters 2017. This is Luminous, and joining me is Tsunami, and today we're casting Execration versus Clutch Gamers. How are you, Neil?
I'm good. I didn't realize that there was an entire separate qualifier just for Philippines. I thought, it was going to be the same as every other Dota tournament, and it just kind of lumps Philippines and SEA and all those other regions together in one spot. But yeah, Faceless took SEA, and now all the Filipino teams get their own shot in this qualifier.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's actually because they had an extra slot, because maybe another team that they plan to invite just turned it down. Or another way to think about it, it's the Manila Master. So I think having a guaranteed Philippine-based team is a pretty good reason. So not to say that the Philippine teams are bad. Like, I mean, look at the games we have here at hand: Clutch Gamer versus Execration, and then on the other side of the bracket, I'm pretty sure we have TNC versus Happy Feet. So I think all of the teams that are currently remaining are gonna be pretty awesome. Although I think
this is easily like any other major qualifier contenders for this region.
Right. I think the only team you're missing here to have like a C event is like probably Faceless, Fnatic, and maybe Mineski, right?
Yeah, I'd say those are probably the best three options, which I'm pretty sure those three teams were the ones that ended up being near the end of the SEA bracket. But yeah, it just goes to show how strong the region is, that you can have this many teams and still split it in half and still have that many strong teams competing.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, we got a draft on the way. I'm not sure if you were able to watch any Dota, but
post Kiev, I've been in a coma for the most part.
Well, they added some nifty kind of spectator stuff.
I heard about that. Yeah. Took a lot of influence maybe from Moonduck's stream, because I saw the screenshot of the net worth thing. Well, and the first time I saw the net worth thing on the Moonduck stream, I was like, oh man, it's brilliant. And then obviously everyone was like, why aren't talent notifications just a part of the game? And so I'm definitely very psyched to not have to press F6 all the time to see what the status is of the game.
Now, that has nothing to do with this game, but do you think that encourages studios or content creator to innovate? The fact that if nothing... Like, if they don't ever come up with that, Valve won't do anything. And as soon as they do come up with something that's decent, Valve will just take it and make it their own.
Yeah, it's difficult to, like, you have a very slight edge over other studios for such like a small margin of time. Because I know one of the most significant broadcasting elements that I remember being utilized was the fight recap by BTS.
Right.
And they had a massive edge over the other studios for like, probably a good 2 or 3 months. And then Valve was like, yeah, it's a pretty good feature. I think I'll take that. And then like same thing with like Rubik's Spell Steal, that used to not be in the game. And now it even got buffed in this most recent patch or whatever. But yeah, it's you have to spend that kind of capital and time early on, and then you get an edge for a little bit, and then the rest of the community will hopefully thank you for your contribution, because Valve will inevitably take it, taking it being the kindest way to put it. But yeah, it's difficult to spend time innovating and then feel rewarded in this scene, I guess.
To clarify, Spell Steal did not get buffed, but the spectator or the quality of life of Spell Steal did get buffed. I think your allies now see it.
Yeah, in-game. The same way that you see it as a spectator or a caster, you now see it in-game if you have a Rubik on your team.
Alright. Well, we got the draft pretty much closing in, finishing off, so let's actually get into it. We got Crystal Maiden, Ursa, Puck, and Nyx Assassin here for Execration. Meanwhile, Clutch Gamer is going to open things up with Legion and Slaughter, so most likely going to put the Slaughter in a supportive position. Vengeful Spirit could be a carry, could not be. Well, now it's definitely a support. Slark is going to be the carry. And then looks like both teams are going to need one more pick. Clutch Gamer looking to pick up something like a Lina for Armail, I imagine. And then Execration, I think they're picking up an offlane or another support. Actually, just another support, right?
Yeah, I would think another support, because Nyx Assassin with this team, I would think is... well, I mean, technically you could put Puck in the offlane, but really the only team that does that is like EG and some other Western teams. I haven't seen a single Eastern team put Puck in the offlane. I'm actually surprised that Puck got picked this early on. I don't really know Execration's team that well. In fact, the only name that I recognize is RR and Nando, but yeah, I didn't know that they had a puck mid in them.
Gabby plays an amazing puck, but Gabby plays carry now, so I don't know if that's a thing. But I do recognize there's a lot of Jon Snow icon here for Clutch Gamers.
Yeah, what's up with that? Well, I guess 2, but 2 is a lot. What's up with that? Are they hyped about next season? Is that what it is?
No, the funny thing is, I think previously they only had one Jon Snow icon. Now they just had another, so whoever got on the Game of Thrones hype train, I guess. I don't know, I think Jon Snow's a pretty dweeb. Like...
But he's like a suave dweeb.
He's not a good leader, you know?
That's why it has you thinking, like, does he have what it takes? Is he the one true king? I actually don't watch the show.
Oh,
I just know these things.
Oh, I see.
Now.
Did you read the books at least?
No, this is all just like culture by osmosis. I see things on Reddit. That's actually one of the worst ways. Is like whenever I stop seeing a character be posted on Reddit a lot, I'm like, oh wow, he must have died recently or something like that.
Oh man. Oh, it's gonna be a DK for Clutch Gamers. Now they do like their push, but it's really off the back of a lot of split push, and Armel is generally in the center of that. With things like Invoker and Lina. So to me, this is, even though it's push, it's a very different way of doing things, and we'll see if Clutch Gamer is gonna be able to adapt from their usual comfort zone.
I think the goal here is the Clutch Gamers don't really have like any good, real, genuine 5 position. Like Vengeful Spirit's as close as you're gonna get, but even she has a hard time being like a completely selfless support. And against 3 strength heroes, Timbersaw's a pretty good pick. The reason that Clutch went for a DK, I imagine, is because they want to have very self-sufficient lanes. Legion Commander, she's fine between Moment of Courage and press the attack. DK, you just dump him mid, there's no way he's gonna die to a puck. And so this way, Slaughter and Vengeful can probably roam around, maybe find some kills while Slark is kind of kept a little bit protected. But Timbersaw makes that tricky, because Timbersaw against a Slark is a difficult lane for a Slark.
Neo, if you have the time, do let me know.
Oh yeah, check the stream.
Or if our audio is okay, because I know sometimes
I'll check it.
You're louder. Most of the time I'm louder. But it's not just about the Timber versus the 3 melee. I think Timber in the lane is extremely good against a Slark as well, right? Because you just have no kill potential over the Timber. And once he gets like level 4 or 5, he could just start walking to your face and start harassing very hard.
Yeah, laning phase will be an issue. What the hell is this?
Oh, do you read about this? Like, your Battle Pass level now levels up your tower cosmetically. And nobody has a Battle Pass, so...
You compare at the beginning of the game?
See, I don't know if, like, once your tower gets upgraded, whether it, like, changes... Oh, look, the mid tower, it's different now.
Oh, yeah. All the towers are different. Wow.
No,
I don't even have the other terrain.
In the first game, the first best of 3 I've casted, they weren't... They did the animation at the beginning, but they still looked like the towers from before. So I was like, what the hell is the point? So now is the point, right? Like now, as you have more your towers upgrade.
Oh, I see.
More ways to spend your money.
I suppose so.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and they added the Roche indicator thing. Oh man, yeah, it's another PGL innovation that was redeveloped by Valve. It's the kindest way I can put that. Right now there's the 65 net worth advantage. Oh yeah, and then the tournament ticks. Oh, I guess they had to move it because the net worth indicator is there now.
Yeah.
It looks pretty nice.
The tournament ticks gets smaller and smaller. You know, I'm so used to people coming to the stream, it's like, oh, what's this?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Clearly
is this live?
1-1, you know? But who knows?
I just want to see that new terrain, but I don't want to have to spend like $80 to get it.
Oh, I'm sure people will get it and people use it in game, so you don't have to.
Wait, you can't share terrains?
Can you share terrains?
No, you can't share terrains.
No, I'm saying people will get it and you can see on stream.
Oh, well, I know, but like I want to see it on my own game. But
don't you test client have it?
They didn't update the test client. Not since 7.0. I don't think they've touched the test client.
The test client lets you like have whatever cosmetic you need.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't think they've updated it.
Okay, shout out to our 450 viewers.
Nice.
I know people are all Dota'd out after Kiev. Your brave souls still watching Dota.
Is it just me, or did they increase the size of names?
Yeah,
like
the
on
text.
The HUD?
The text
Yeah.
is a little bit weird. I was a bit like, I find
It's all
whatever they did,
aliased.
it's harder to read.
Yeah, it's not anti-aliased. Like, it's all jaggy.
All right, time to make a post.
I am gonna make a post.
Get that
This
karma.
is I play my Dota at 1440p because I want crispness. I want everything to be crystal clear. There's not this pixely ass bullshit. What is this?
You could title it literally unplayable.
Literally unplayable.
It's true. I will upload it wherever you post it. So I assume our audio is okay because you didn't give me any.
I don't know. Okay, the delay just kicked in. Let me see. Shut your mouth. I can't hear two of you.
I like how the entire stream is silent, just so you can listen.
30 seconds to showtime.
Why do you never let me talk during the draft? I can't hear myself. Wait for it. Wait for it. I better not be missing first split or anything. Oh, okay, yeah, no, you definitely need to turn me down. Turn me
Okay.
down like 10%.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, cool.
And away we go.
All right. I mean, nobody says anything in chat because nobody's actually watching, so it's okay. We can say whatever we want.
This is just practice, really.
Yeah, I like it. All right, so we got a DK mid versus Timber. So that's me.
So,
I don't know.
do you
about
think
this.
that Clutch Gamers was expecting Timbersaw mid? Because I was expecting Puck mid, but
Yeah.
I mean, this makes more sense. The only thing is that now you have kind of like a weird duo offlane. Nyx and Puck is...
this next set looks?
I just saw it. This is off the battle pass, isn't it?
Is it Battle Pass?
I don't know.
It looks hideous.
He looks like a crab.
Yeah. I'm sure somebody out there put a lot of work and dedication into this, but
That's true. My apologies.
still looks hideous. Nando just orbed in front of heroes, and now he's gonna get completely stunned up here. He's dead. That's a crush.
Crush.
Wait, Puck is not even chasing. Or sorry, Slark is not even chasing. And Nando...
Orb? Oh,
Okay.
buyback jaunt? Oh, no.
Back shot.
Dude, it's happening. I saw it recently, like a few days ago, actually, and I was like, that's... I get hype every time. Yeah, I don't really know about this dual lane. I mean, this is an intimidating tri-lane via Slark and Slaughter, because, you know, 2 stuns and a leash, but there is no kill potential for this duo offlane. But the problem is neither of these heroes roam either. You can't roam Puck, you can't roam Nyx. You can
Well,
kind of roam Nyx, but not really.
I don't think they're planning to kill. I think they're just planning to not die, which, well, you know, disaster struck. They already died.
Right, and at which point, like, Nyx Assassin's probably safer by himself if he gets full experience rather than having to split it.
Well,
with
Nyx
the Puck.
Assassin's playing the support, right? So,
True.
you know, it's the fact that Puck doesn't die, and they're actually jungling Crystal Maiden as well. So I think it's okay that they don't get, you know, an insane offlane here because they're getting a little bit more somewhere else. And she's having the saddest time for live jungling a Mud Golem camp.
Oh man, I would have just left and just stacked it. Oh, but he already tried.
Anyways, other side of the map, we got a LC versus Ursa matchup. I feel for the LC right now. Rappy feels...
No press the attack. Level 3, she's sitting on 2 skill points. That's really ballsy, but I don't think... Yeah, she didn't have the mana for a press the attack anyway.
I'm surprised there's
she's-
no moment of courage. I mean, you're
Yeah,
not
she's,
actively looking
I think
to trade,
she's
but...
deciding whether she'll need to purge something. Like if Crystal Maiden comes in, then she'll need press the attack and overwhelming. I mean, moment of courage won't really help her.
Right.
But if Crystal Maiden doesn't come in, then she's better off having moment of courage. So yeah, she's in a tough spot. Probably once she gets level 4, then she'll be 2-1-1.
Well, in any case, she is going to find some decent levels. Back in the mid lane, Armel is not exactly getting wrecked, but you can see that James is going to be having the lane advantage fairly easily.
Yeah, as much as DK is a very self-sufficient laner, it all comes down to his armor, and Timber does not really care how much armor you has. He's not going to be getting pure damage on his Whirling Death, but it's Whirling Death against a strength hero, so it's still a ton of damage.
Although, kind of looking at it from the other perspective now, like, sure, James is like bullying him pretty hard. At the same time, is he ever gonna prevent Dragon Knight from farming?
Does anyone ever prevent Dragon Knight from farming?
I don't know, like maybe a really well played Queen of Pain or Shadow Fiend, you can nuke them away.
Yeah. I don't think Shadow Fiend. Queen of Pain, maybe, like, anyone with a ton of magic damage, like Skywrath, maybe...
Yeah. But like, I think Armel's absolutely fine, right? Like,
Oh yeah, but that's why CG picked this hero. They wanted someone who does not really need rotations. Like Boomback's kind of roaming around. I don't really think he's going to find anything up top unless if it's just a Crystal Maiden farming the jungle, but this is the plan, is that you can just kind of dump the DK mid, he'll get farm, he's not going to win the lane, but he's not going to lose the lane.
well, here's the thing, right? Execration had the overall final pick. So they technically could have picked something better versus the DK. So I guess from their perspective, they're also looking to just get some farm from the lane.
Right.
And then...
Because Timber doesn't really crush any lanes either, he just gets farm.
Well, I don't know. I've
Mid?
had my
You
share
think
of...
he can...
Well,
Mid-Timber crushing lanes?
Like off lanes. He sometimes crushes
Oh, yeah,
some safe
off
lanes.
lane.
Yeah. He sometimes
that's-
like gets quick level 5 and you realize he can't, you know, die anymore.
Right.
then
Which
he
is, I'm
gets level
actually
6.
surprised that James is taking so many points in reactive armor, because you'd think that he could probably get away with a few more points in chain in this matchup, but he just really wants to zone out Armel super heavy. Oh, top lane.
I mean, where are you chaining to, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it helps out your rotations, that whenever you hit 6, you can start chaining in from downtown and possibly, you know, they already got First Blood on Execration. Wait, was that First Blood or...?
No. First blood happened on the
Oh
bottom
yeah,
lane,
yeah,
on the
yeah,
puck.
that's right.
he
Yeah,
did
so
buyback.
Legion Commander went down, and so
Yeah.
it's pretty even. I don't really think that Timberstow's going to be too interested in leaving the lane, because otherwise his DK is immediately going to start pushing it.
Well, you say it's even. According to our net worth graph, they're
True.
up by 1,000 gold.
Well, that's what the power of the First Blood is, you know?
Yeah.
First Blood was on the side of Execration. I see the numbers. I see them digits.
Yeah. Crystal Maiden also helping out with the net worth, you know, with her jungle. There you go.
Oh. For what it's worth, Gabby is having a kind of hard time in this bot lane. Only 23 last hits on the Slark, as opposed to the... How much does Ursa have? Yeah, like 31.
32. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's having a little bit freer lane, but that's because Slarder is kind of like roaming around for some reason. Like, Boombax has managed to hit level 4, which is great, but the trade-off is, as you see, Slark is falling behind because he has less protection.
I think even if the Slaughter and Venge stay bottom, they were not going to kill Puck again. Especially with the Nyx constantly there. Like, the only reason Nando gave up the First Blood is because he orbed so aggressively.
Right.
So if he now know what the idea is, just hold on to the orb and you should be fine. I
Yeah, it
say that
seems
though,
like Slark.
he's orbing freely.
Yeah, he knows that Vengeful and Slaughter are off doing other things. Though Nyx has left him. Nyx has now roamed mid.
Yep.
So, I mean, if anything, I'm most concerned about this Nyx falling behind than I am anyone else in this game.
Alright, DK pops ult, pops Illusion Rune, hit the tier 1 building, got them like 10 damage in.
Dude, I love Illusion Rune DK.
Alright, Boombacks, we'll give up a kill up top here. Mighty Savior, doing the complete opposite. Just killing people.
3 heroes up top, and they have a really aggressive Dire Ward now, and Vengeful Spirit has no mana, so if Mighty Savior gets some more HP, which might be a bit tricky... Oh, he's just gonna TP back to base, yeah. Meanwhile, mid lane's kind of getting looped around.
That is perhaps a dead DK. Oh, that's a lot of damage, and Chakram
No
falling
chain,
down.
though.
No chain, you're right.
4 points in reactive armor.
Actually, I think after that magic wand pop, it was not gonna die. I am dubious about the 4 point into the reactive armor.
Yeah, because he has CM aura on his side also. So, like, the only other concern is that, okay, if I get Chain, then I'm going to be spending so much mana on Whirling Death, am I even going to have the mana for a Chain? But you have CM on your side. You can afford to play a little bit more aggressively, but, I mean, now he has maxed out reactive armor. I don't know if he's going to continue maxing out Whirling Death or if he'll finally start putting points in Chain, but James just does not want to roam. He just wants to stay here, make DK's life hell.
I mean, again, DK doesn't really care. I
Yeah,
think.
49-0.
He's actually going Midas. He's like, yeah, sure. You do you.
Yeah, I like Midas on DK. He doesn't really care too much about levels. He just needs farm.
The thing about a DK is that he generally has a very tough time carrying into the mid and late game, unless you have exceptional farm, and traditionally the way to do that was to stack Ancients, right? Obviously, Ancient stacking is not as efficient anymore, so I think Midas is actually quite necessary on Dragon Knight.
Yeah, I can agree with that. The flip side, or bot lane.
Oh, it's a bait! There we go, and they jump out. Nando in a lot of trouble. Body block from Fly Solo as well, and the longest leash ever on Boomback. Not broken. That was a very well executed gank. The Venge was in the perfect spot, expecting the orb to go to the left side, and it did. What if he just orbed to the trees in the right? You know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he put out the orb and he saw the vision of the VS and he was like, well, I'm screwed if I jaunt into it or if I don't. But they immediately smoke up and they're going in on Timbersaw mid now. A lot of minus armor.
He does have that 1 point of chain. He will chain to the left side. Magic Missile is going to be there, and he should be dead. They even dueled him for good measure, because he did have a 12 charge Magic Wand. So, alright, that was a very nicely executed game.
Yeah, it was fast reaction. As soon as they got that kill on Puck, they immediately smoked up. And I didn't think that VS would have the mana, but all she needed was that one wave and that one Magic Missile.
Yeah, maybe they popped the Shrine along the way.
Oh, yeah, possibly.
Shrine
No,
was,
I don't think so.
Shrine was used a little bit back. And this
Yeah,
is...
see, this is my issue with typically with Vengeful as the hard 5 is that she will have mana issues because you can't constantly roam around. Now Armel, no, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, levels actually does a lot for Venge. And unfortunately, support Venge never really get the level. Unless she's constantly gonna get kills. Fire Solo pops another smoke. And they're on the hunt, but where do they want to go?
Duels up, unfortunately. Oh, Boombax is 6, so technically they may be able to get a kill on James if he goes into the tower. Armel won't have Dragon Form, but they're still gonna go for it.
Oh, he's dead. Wait, there's a duel? Where's the amp? I think he should have amped first. The crush... Yeah, I think if he amped first, they were much closer to getting that kill. Because he crushed and then amped, right?
Right.
Coil's gonna be on
now
3.
Turn around.
Oh my god, that Crystal Maiden ultimate. It's gonna get 3, and not only did they not get the kill, they lost 3 on the way out. That is a mid and off lane. Whew.
That was a quick reaction because I don't think well, actually Ursa I think TP'd, but Crystal Maiden was just like walking her way down there.
Yeah.
Her TP's off cooldown.
Puck was
And so
just
as
there.
soon as they saw that rotation and Timbersaw got out alive, they immediately started moving, and that's a fat turnaround kill.
Yeah. All of that because I think they miscoordinated their stuns and disables. Amp should have flew out ASAP from the slaughter.
Yeah, that's true. And possibly a little bit overplaying since DK didn't have Dragon Form. It's kind of difficult to kill a Timbersaw without like a real farmed damage dealer.
Well, after that engagement, we have our Nyx Assassin hitting level 6. There isn't like Sunstrike to set things up or anything, but you know.
Come in handy.
Yeah, and Gabby knows he's in vision, but he still puts out the Dark Pact.
Orb's gonna come in, longest orb ever, but did not come here fast enough.
Ugh, and Dream Coil just came off cooldown like 1 second ago.
Yeah.
If they had just waited a little bit longer, Nando may have been able to cancel that TP, but still force out the Slark. First Vendetta, not a success, but still, Slark is, you know, he's spent some time by himself since all the rotations have been going on mid, so he's not too far behind, and so being able to get out of that gank definitely valuable.
Yep. Clutch Gamer is gonna smoke up yet once again. I like the
How
fact
do they
that
have so many smokes?
I think I don't think they used any earlier, right? So that's why
Yeah,
they
I guess not.
you know, they are on the hunt. I mean, as nice as these smoke gangs are gonna be, you gotta keep in mind that Slaughter is not racing towards his Blink Dagger, which he needs to do so. Alright, smoke is gonna get broken, and no spike's gonna come out. Looks like they are gonna get themselves a Nyx kill. I say that though, Nyx is walking away. The spike is gonna get redirected. Rappy will find the duel, and that will be a free kill.
I always thought it odd why teams were always using the smokes at like before 0 minutes just to place wards. Because I think this is one of the very few occasions that I've seen 3 smokes
Back to
be
back to
used in game at 12 minutes in, and they've been almost all effective. The mid one wasn't too effective because they misplayed it, but they still had the jump on the Timbersaw correctly. Now Boombex has an Invis rune, but Nando's a difficult target.
Well, it's because it'll restock, right, by the 10-minute mark. So
Right.
if you don't plan to make any early game smoke plays, which I think most teams don't, I think that first smoke is essentially quote-unquote free.
That's true.
I mean, it's not technically free because of the gold, but you know.
50 gold. I'll take it.
Alright, Boombacks get crushed, and here comes the jump. Nando or FaZe, and he's out. Infused Raindrops is a good item.
Oh, and Ursa getting a kill in the Radiant jungle, and now moving in on a mid. Armel, he goes south.
Mighty Saviors got themselves the Blink Dagger. That's how they found the kill. And it is very important for this team to actually get as early of a lead as possible because they don't push towers at all. I guess like James could stand in and zone people out and allow Ursa to hit. But
someone needs to hurt the towers.
Okay. I mean, look at this push. It's just like really ugly and really slow. They did get it though.
If LC was up with overwhelming odds, that would have not happened. So that
Right.
pick being on an LC is very valuable.
Yep.
And they have very aggressive wards. There's this dire ward surrounding these mid-tier 1, or in between tier 1 and tier 2 areas.
Yep. Roshan is going to be the next step, although going to be pretty hard as the Clutch Gamers is going to keep a constant eye on that. But Boombacks, remember those 3 smoke ganks he did? I wish he had a Blink Dagger by now, or maybe his team wish he has a Blink Dagger by now, because now without the Blink Dagger, even if they have more smokes, those ganks are not exactly reliable. I mean, speaking about that mid gank, right, where they ran into the Timber Slot, if they had a Blink, that would have been almost a guaranteed kill.
Yeah, but there's no way. Like, LC joined in that, and she didn't have a blink. Really, I'm okay with Slardar falling behind if LC had a blink, but the thing is, LC is also falling behind. She has more net worth than the Slardar, but she's still 700 away from her blink. So they're trying to go on Ursa. Nice swap into Crush.
Great combo here, and that amp came out early. Lots of damage output. Ursa just immediately died. Now they find RR as well. RR gonna give up a secondary kill. Okay. Buy one, get one free special.
Swap too strong. That was really fast and clean initiation on the Ursa, because if he had gotten enraged off, I'm pretty sure Ursa would have survived that duel, but it was so quickly done. And now, level 12 Dragon Knight. This is push. LC, DK, and 1 point Vengeance Aura. They can definitely do a lot of damage to this tower.
Here comes the Puck. Puck has coil ready. Where's that 4-man coil? There's 1-man coil. Quick kill. Coil onto 2, and now they're looking to TP out. And they're gonna get one. Okay, they got the slaughter. Not a bad pick. They defended tier 1 as well. Looks like they're gonna get a tier 1 of their own. Again, a very slow push. I like Armel's play. He immediately ported to bottom, understanding there's nothing he could do up top, and perhaps could go for a trade here. His Dragon Form is actually still gonna go on for a while. I think that is perhaps one of the smartest play he could have made in that instance of time.
Yeah, because mid tier 1 was already down. He would have had to push the lane very, very heavily to get it to near the tower, but
he gets a tower
he
before.
beats them. And Rappy's up, so overwhelming odds. Get the hell off my tower.
Yeah. Mid lane here, Nyx Assassin is going to go down to a gank party. Is that an early Shadow Blade? Yes, it is. Alright, tower top will finally go down. I gotta say, I'm so happy that we see a Slark not going for that Midas build, because I feel like it just delays your effectiveness by so much.
Yeah. And he has enough carry potential on that team. Like, literally, they have technically 5 carries if you want to look at it that way.
I think that if, let's say, Dragon Knight went for an aggressive item like a Blink or Armlet first, then it's okay for Gabby to go for the Midas. But I don't think they should both go for the Midas.
Right. One of them needs to go for mid game, the other one needs to go for late game. And of the 5 heroes here, I think DK is the best investment, because once... I mean, like Whirling Death is very effective early on against strength heroes, and it scales because it's percentage based, but it's not really easy for a Timbersaw to jump into fights as the game progresses. And so DK with that pseudo instant stun, if he stays in the fight for a long time, he makes life very hard for Timbersaw. And so hopefully the rest of his team can deal with Ursa, because that'll be DK's biggest problem moving forward, is how big this Ursa gets.
Well, I would say that the Frost Dragon Breath is going to be pretty good at annoying the Ursa as well, right?
True.
Like, even if he pops his ultimate to survive, he's still going to be insanely slowed down. So I would say that DK, if he's not being punched by the Ursa, is actually pretty good against Ursa.
Yeah, which has me wondering if this Ursa might itemize differently. They went into this Roche pit, like, in clear vision. VS had an illusion in there, and 3-man crush.
Okay, but there's no follow-up. And Ursa has a Vlad, so look at his HP regen. He's coming right back. James is tanking up. And here comes the 2-man coil with a 2-man veil on top. Not enough damage to actually force the kill Bloomback. Is he going to break the coil? He's not. He's at the max range. On the backside, a Crystal Maiden letting it rip. And that is going to be a quick swap in to cancel the ultimate. On the backline, there's a duel going up. They killed the Puck off. And in the front here, okay, they're going to focus on the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight extremely tanky, but I don't think he's going to out-tank this one. Completely chain stun up. He will finally die being surrounded from all sides. But Great play by Rabbi, and there's a 3-man crush. Gabby comes back in, goes on R. R is the first one to drop here, and now Mighty Savior trying to actually kill Gabby will not be able to do so. Aegis is going to get triggered here, and now another crush flying off James. He's going to go down thanks to that Corrosive Haze. Ursa's getting himself the hell out of there, but still, Boombax is on the chase. He's got the Blink Crush. He will land it. The Corrosive Haze is going to be there. I think they're going to have another duel. No, cooldown for 10 seconds, but that's a team wipe. Huge play here by Clutch Gamer. It looked bad when Crystal Maiden came in with the freezing field, but immediate swap to break it, and Clutch Gamer just, I think, just had better mobility. They were able to focus down one hero at a time, and that's all off the back of Boombax.
Yeah, splitting the fight actually came out to the favor of Clutch Gamers, because Puck was all alone, and the initiation was clean. The problem is that Timbersaw didn't have any trees to go to, and so he put out a Chakram, and that was the only damage. You can stretch the Dream Coil just to get out of the Chakram, and then there was no follow-up, and so Puck blew the load. There was no counter-initiation because none was necessary, and then DK just came from the south side. I'm very surprised that Execration even went for that Roche, like, in plain sight like that, because it wasn't really necessary. You have an Ursa, you have all the time in the world to take a Roche, and they have good heroes to contest Roche. You can put Puck on the outside of a pit, and they're gonna go on Timbersaw.
Yep, and that should be a kill. Corrosive Ace doing a lot of work. Let's see if they can make it out here. Nando's gonna drop a coil on Boomback. I mean, Boomback's probably dead, but I don't think he cares too much. The question is, will Gabby die? Gabby does have... Okay, he's getting himself out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he managed to finish off a full Silver Edge, so he's thinking about going in now. He knows that Illusory Orb is down, but yeah, Gabby's gonna back off.
Nando, if he orbs for a creep wave, Blink Duel is gonna be there, and now that is gonna be a kill.
I don't even know when they managed to place this ward. This ward has been around here for a while,
yeah,
but they have it, and they got that duel.
The power of the early game Slark, man. Look at how much, like, stuff he just did, right? Won the team fight at the Roshan pit, got 2 picks, and as a result, we'll get a ton more towers. And I think they could actually high ground to poke. And now they're going to just play it safe. I'm surprised they didn't even try for it. They had a double damage with DK.
Right. But, oh, well, okay, he uses Dragon Form anyway. I was going to say, like, maybe they wanted to hold on to cooldown. I don't know, they'll take the free gold, I guess. Mid's free. Probably continue pushing as the bot lane getting sieged by Crystal Maiden.
Crystal Maiden had the right idea, drop the urn on the Slaughter, so no more blink. But, okay, they're gonna try to kill him, but quick ultimate, and now they're gonna focus on Slark, but the Slaughter. Slaughter should be fine. He drops off a crush, and now Gabby's now going on to. Okay, well, there's a kill. That's a godlike streak. Gabby's still thinking of going on more. I don't think he killed the Ursa anymore. Nando on the hunt though. Does he have Blink Dagger ready? 2 seconds.
5 seconds.
Let's see how good his guess is.
Ooh, Gabby knows. He's tracking Nando.
Blink Crush.
No orb.
Orb's over, and they get the kill.
They lose mid.
Is the game over?
Oh wait! Oh Jesus! I thought the enemy team was getting mid. No, you lost 3 heroes and you lost mid.
Yeah, Dragonite had a DD like you pointed out. Look at this gold graph.
I don't need to look at the graph. I can just look at the bars, son.
But here's the thing.
Gold.
The graph tells you how quickly the change came about.
That's true. True.
That's important to see, you know.
Change over time.
Yeah. My question is this game over?
Let's see.
You just got like Shrek'd on for the past 5 minutes.
Yeah, and Slark is exceptionally large, and really they have no good heroes to kill Slark because Ursa is unreliable before he completes a basher.
He's working on it.
He's working on it, and he's actually reasonably close considering how the past 3 minutes have gone, but if he keeps getting fed on by this Slark, then it's not going to happen. But even once he does complete the basher, then you have Legion press the attack, you have swap, you have to worry about all these blink crushes. I'm not going to say it's over, but I don't really think Execration have the high ground defense necessary to stop this train.
Yeah. And, you know, earlier I was talking about Execration going up on the high ground. Like, now it's just so far away to even start thinking about that. As we have Gabby now working towards a I have Scotty. How's DK's gear coming? He's got a BKB. Oh, that is... We want to.
And he's almost level 18. And I think once he hits 18, then they're definitely going to go for high ground.
Oh, they want to focus on Gabby, but it's going to be tough Fly solo, giving a lot of vision. They're going to focus on the Timber Saw. That's going to be a tough kill, or not, as he just goes down to a couple of heroes. Great focus. Blink BKB from Armel. They're going on to the Ursa. Ursa is hazed up, so that is an easy kill. Puck jumps back into the base, but Armel has got Blink on cooldown in a couple of seconds, but looks like they are happy with their 2 kills. And I think this is high ground, right? Like, you got DK for him.
Yep. Your BKB's down, but Dream Coil's been spent, and that's the biggest concern. Blink.
Blink Crush. Stunned again. Armel, though, did get spiked, so he might be a little bit of trouble. Meanwhile, Gabby on the backside going on the puck. Unable to really get the kill, but he does take off the Nyx pretty much instantly. Gabby will have to pop his ultimate. Sees RR, says, "Boy, you want some of this?" He's going to go down, and now Nando might be in a little bit of trouble. He gets phased. Rappy takes him down with the moment of courage. It looks like they get the DK, but at what cost? As the rest of the team is still extremely healthy. And they're looking to at least take down on tier 3.
Yeah, Gabby's gonna regen up. Rappy doesn't even need to spend press the attack on him. And Gabby has 15 essence shifts right now. Nothing too impressive, but you have to keep in mind it's 24 minutes into the game right now. They take the tower down to a quarter HP.
Okay.
It's a little risky if you want to go for more. At most, Gabby can wait for someone to emerge out of the base and use all this essence shift to kill someone, but I'm pretty sure Execration are gonna play it safe.
Well, they didn't get the tier 3 like they wanted, so they could take down more shrines, but I don't think they're unhappy with how things went.
No. If they want to play it super safe, they'll wait for the next Roche. Right now, Execration's pretty strangled in their base. There's a lot of aggressive Radiant Vision on the dire side of the map, and so they have to constantly be concerned about Gabby, and he might find 2.
Oh, he didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't pact. And unfortunately, the sentry is not in vision of the Radiant sentry.
By the way,
But
Gabby...
I think he's stalled. Yeah.
Sorry, finish your thought.
I was saying that he stalled long enough that the sentry wasn't giving vision, but Crystal Maiden came back.
So, Gabby, in his first series that they played a Sven that went like 11-0 and 5. So I was like, oh, he's playing really good Dota today, and then look at his score this game, 12-0 and 5. And the game's not even close to over yet.
Yeah, I would be, like, I know majors and TI, those are like very important tournaments to a team, but can you imagine how exciting it must be if they qualify for this for their own home country pretty much? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's so much national pride on the line.
Oh, here's the thing. TNC is on the other side of the bracket.
Yeah.
That is the true test.
That was the true test.
Because TNC is a pretty good team, I've heard.
True.
Hey, Roshan will spawn in 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh man, you're right. Wait, but oh, okay, I see how it works. Why would it count down counterclockwise? That doesn't make any sense.
Pretty sight right now.
Why not?
Because it's a clock. Go clockwise.
It's just a circle. It's not a clock.
It's a circle. And
Wait, Armel
you could say that
definitely-
about any clock.
Armel definitely has
What?
the compendium. Did you see
Yeah,
his?
because his blink is blue.
Right.
Yeah.
So why did he didn't have any level? Look.
Dude, maybe Valve is planning something for teams to have different towers, and so in lobbies it's not working yet. But then teams will have like team towers.
Oh, that would be sick.
That would be sick. They should do that.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
if like the
teams-
top of the tower is like an obelisk of your logo.
Yeah, teams had the whole TP thing, right? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I think I'm onto something.
Well, first you gotta tell them about this font.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I have to make the game playable
Yeah,
first.
game currently unplayable right now.
What's up with this anti-tinker ward that Dire just put up on the north side of the map? Who are they looking for?
LCs, I suppose.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure CG wants to finish off this last Rax, or
I don't
first
blame them,
Rax.
because if there's a ward like on the map, it's gonna die to a Slark
Yeah, that's true.
with a gem. So.
Which, Clutch Gamers, oh yeah, okay, yeah, they did get that gem.
What the hell is this ward? Is that the new? It's like a fish and a fish.
Yeah, it's the Compendium ward. The fish flies so far away from the ward,
It
though.
looks like there's 2 wards. I thought there was like a
Yeah,
sentry
I
in the.
know.
This is just not. I mean, it looks cool, but
overwhelming.
yeah, it's just. Man,
There, well,
my game is so complicated. Back in the days, ward just an eyeball and the choreo was just a chicken, you know? Now we got all this.
It's a brave new world.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Nyx looking to initiate. Walking high ground.
It's
Has
hasted.
haste. Coil onto 2. Pretty good start. They're gonna focus on 1 at the beginning. That's a quick kill. Now they're gonna focus on the other. Rappy taking a ton of that damage. Swap to break the. Oh, the CM just canceled the ultimate. I think so. Now the duel's gonna come back out, and now it's gonna be LC winning the
Oh
duel.
my God,
The centaur
Centaur!
comes in. That was a ravage by the centaur. Ursa's gonna go down though. Yo, I think that messed up Execration super hard. They had this thing going.
I've never seen one spell stun so many heroes at one time.
Oh my
before.
god.
Blink's gonna get cancelled with the urn. Gabby's gonna chase the orb.
And Nando's
Here
dead.
you are, and there you go. Wait for it.
Wait.
Urn is still ticking. He can just continue jaunting. Oh, the Midas.
Gotta get
He's
your
waiting.
value.
Okay.
Or
Jaunt. Dead.
Armel with the follow.
Space created, though.
So, not even Ravage could hit so many people, right?
No, it's impossible, unless if it's like a Meepo, technically.
Actually, I have a real game scenario that could happen that you can have 1 stun to hit 6 people. Actually, you can have 1 stun to hit all 10 people. Can you think of the scenario?
Does it count like Meepos or illusions or Arc Wardens and stuff like that?
No. Just like regular heroes.
One stun hitting 10 people.
Yeah. Think about that for a second.
Um.
You don't a trivia of the day since we haven't paused.
That's a good question. Okay, let's think. Because, like, Lotus Orb is all single target stuff, and I can't think of any. Well, oh, wait.
You got
is there
it.
any...
You're on the right track. You're on the right track.
Well, okay. Is there any single targeted stun that also. Oh, okay. Stormhammer.
There
Lotus
you
Orb.
go.
Okay.
Both teams.
That was good.
Both teams playing like Sea Dodo, right? You clump up hard, and then you just Stormhammer. Somebody activates a Lotus Orb, and Stormhammer reflects, and that's a 10-man stun.
That's true.
So I gotta say MVP Centaur right there, though. He invented that.
Yeah, this is
shit.
in one instance.
Yeah.
In one instance, it was 6 heroes.
That was like a promo code BSJ play. Like that was some insane shit.
All right, carry on.
And I think Execration like lost the fight because of it too.
I'm pretty sure they were going to lose the fight anyway. LC got the duel off, and Slark hadn't even entered the fight, and so once Slark comes in, it's all over. DK came in with the BKB. I'm pretty sure Execration at most was just going to get that Slardar kill, and that was it. Roche goes down.
Alright. Oh, by the way, I think once you're leading by more than 15k gold, the whole bar is just...
Oh, it just fills up the whole bar?
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Going in on James. He can just chain out, though. Yeah.
Okay.
Gabby.
I mean... They're like, okay, yeah, no, we can't kill her.
Yeah. This Roche thing doesn't show the Aegis time, though. It shows the Roche maybe respawning time, but it doesn't give me the 5 minutes on the Aegis. That's a bit of a shame.
Maybe if you could hover, like if you put your mouse over Aegis.
Yeah, Aegis is claimed in 4.5 minutes or something like that. That's what it should do. Or if you alt-click, if you alt, it should change it to Aegis or something.
Actually, by the process of elimination, if you just, you know,
Subtract the time, yeah,
from
but
the
that's...
Roche's respawn time. Who's got the time for that map
excessive.
shit, you know? Gabby,
Right?
in the base, sees James will break his passive, and, well, is he gonna be dead? Yes, he is, but they do take down 1 immediately, and now the duel on the back line, and now, nice swap back, Ursa's isolated from his team, he tries to heal and kill Gabby, Gabby says, no problem, I'm gonna hide my treat against some HP back, and the rest of the team will take down the buildings, and they call it a game.
31 minutes. Yeah, it's a pretty dominant performance from Clutch Gamers. I would have probably considered them the favorites. So who did they play in the series prior to this?
They played a whole bunch of like tier 2, tier 3 C teams, so like no big
okay.
names. But
No, not C teams, Filipino teams.
they're sorry, Filipino teams.
There we
Execration
go.
did drop 1 game to Pacific Blue, so
Okay.
maybe that was a sign that Clutch Gamers, the stronger of the 2 teams. I don't know.
Yes.
I think it's harder to tell just from 1 game, but that mid game from Clutch Gamers was just too strong, right? It started from that Roshan fight.
Yeah, I think Execration kind of drafted themselves into a corner with that last big Timbersaw. I mean, like, I saw the idea behind it, but Nyx Assassin was never really able to find his place in the game. Same thing with Puck. So it's I would consider this to be like both an outdraft and an outplay based off of how Clutch Gamers played that mid game.
Yeah, I think you were asking why did they like go into the Roshan pit.
Oh yeah,
in clear
right.
sight. Maybe like they felt that we had to do that because this draft was not going to have legs, going down to the mid and late game because DK did get a Midas early, right? So maybe they felt like it was a risk that they had to take. Unfortunately, it did not pay off. So game 1 is in the books. We're going to take a short break. Game 2 is coming up next. Hopefully the Dota 2 coordinator will be, I don't know, helpful to us. But yeah, we'll be back after a short break. Hope you guys enjoy the cast.